How's it going, guys? West Cali King here, and I'm back with another team discussion. And today we're going to be discussing the Colts. So this will be part 2 to the Colts team discussion. And excuse my late upload. I was doing something, and I'm pretty tired right now. I'm not gonna say what I was doing, but let's just say I'm tired. So excuse me if I breathe heavily, but regardless, let's just get right into it. So the Colts have always, the previous seasons, especially with Andrew Luck, the Colts have always gone 11-5. And this season they added more, offensive weapons. They finally have a running back that can actually run the ball. Unlike Trent Richardson, I never liked him. So, but this year we have Frank Gore, who he's probably past his prime, but he can still get us 4 to 5 yards, per handoff, which is all you really want from a running back, especially when you have a guy like Andrew Luck. And we did add, new receiving threats such as Andre Johnson, which people also say is past his prime, but he posted up pretty good numbers with 3 different quarterbacks last season. So let's just get right into it. So of course the Colts are a really good team, but when you look at the Colts, schedule, you really see that the Colts are gonna have one of the easiest, they're gonna easily get into the playoffs. There's no other way to say it. This is almost a guaranteed playoff. It's almost guaranteed. I don't see any way that they won't get into the playoffs, but you never know. So let's get right into it. So week 1, the Colts are going to go up against the Buffalo Bills, okay? And again, I'm gonna have the Colts beating the Buffalo Bills. Why? Because the Colts are probably going to be... The Colts just shored up their defense. Well, it's not shored up yet, but they added a lot of, middle linebackers, period, and a lot of cornerbacks. And Vontae Davis, he's an elite cornerback. And plus, I don't see the Buffalo Bills really doing anything. They don't really have a good quarterback, an elite quarterback at that. So, Colts are going to beat the Buffalo Bills. The Jets are another team that I'm gonna have the Colts beating, because again, the Jets don't have an elite quarterback. Who did they have last season? Mark Sanchez. I don't even know who's gonna start for them this season, so whatever. Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans do have who is it? Mariota. Yeah, I think it's Mariota. But I don't think Mariota is gonna be I don't think he's gonna come into the NFL and break records first season. I think he's really gonna struggle, especially with a team like the Tennessee Titans, because again, they're not a really good team. So I have them beating the Tennessee. Jacksonville, I don't really want to get into Jacksonville. They're going to beat Jacksonville either way. Houston would be a good challenge for like the Colts, especially because with someone like JJ Watt. But Andrew Luck has some mobility, but I do think JJ Watt will get to him. But their offense is not good at all. Who's their quarterback? I really don't know who's their quarterback. I think they had 3 last season. And wide receiver, they have like DeAndre Hopkins or something. So, and at running back, I just don't see them beating the Colts. So the Patriots are a team that I see as a possibility for beating the Colts. But again, I don't think the Patriots are gonna be good as they once were. They lost Darrelle Revis, Brandon Browner. They lost, they lost 2 really good cornerbacks. 2 physical cornerbacks. So imagine all those threats, T.Y. Hilton and Andre Johnson. You gotta double cover T.Y. You gotta put 2 people on T.Y. because he's too quick, and you gotta put 2 people on Andre Johnson because he's very tall and he'll beat you over the top. And then you have Philip Dorsett at the slot, who's gonna cover him. And then you got Dwayne Allen. So I don't see the Patriots as a team that can beat the Colts, but again, Tom Brady's gonna have to be real good, and then the Colts defense is gonna have to suck real bad. So I have the Colts beating the Patriots. Next is the Saints, and I also have the Colts beating the Saints because the Saints have been struggling. Perhaps this season they will improve, but they did lose Jimmy Graham, which was a big reason for Drew Brees, actually performing well. But now that he's gone, I don't see the Saints beating the Colts. So next one, Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers, they're a very physical team, but again, I don't see them beating the Colts. So let's move on to the Broncos. The Broncos, I'd say if the Broncos defense can compete with the Colts offense, somewhat, but their quarterback, Peyton Manning, he's really old. He's way past his prime. I do not think he's going to be posting numbers like he once was. So I'm gonna have the Broncos losing to the Colts. Atlanta has been struggling over, for the last couple of years. So the Colts will beat Atlanta. And we have Tampa Bay next. And again, Tampa Bay has Jameis Winston or something, but I don't think like Mariota, I don't think Jameis Winston's gonna have an immediate impact. He's gonna have to struggle to get, to become good. Up next we have the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are really one of the only two teams that I really think can beat the Colts, because they did beat the Colts previously, but again it's gonna have to take the Colts offense, sucking, like the running back Frank Gore not producing, because that's one of the reasons we lost. So, and our defense is gonna have to step up. So the Steelers are probably one of the teams that will beat us. So I have the Steelers beating the Colts. Next up, Jaguars. Again, Jaguars I already said they're gonna lose. Houston, I already said they're gonna lose. And Miami is another team that I really think can beat us, but I'm gonna say that Miami will lose to us because they do have a fairly good quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, but I don't think he's an elite quarterback that can compete with our defense. And then to end it off, we have the Tennessee Titans, and I already said the Tennessee Titans would lose. So I have the Colts best case scenario going at a record of 15-1. Worst case scenario around 14-2, losing to the Steelers and the Dolphins. And I think they're actually gonna go 14-2, like the worst case scenario. Well, worst case scenario they'll probably go around 13-3. But my prediction for the Colts this year is 14-2. And until next time, I am